About 2, 3 hours of us running in the fields. The hour is about 11 o'clock in the morning. We managed to get about 7 kilometers from the area of the party. By this point, the horde that was running into the fields scattered each one into their own direction. So by this point, it's me, Aviel, and we see a group of four, another three more men and a woman, and we join up with them. We start thinking of a plan. I also realized three of these guys they're combat as well, each from their own respective units. We start thinking of a plan of what we should do, where can we go. We see this farm of another kilometer from us, and we're like, okay, because once again, to remind everyone, the Gaza envelope is just flat, plain agricultural fields. There's no real place to hide, and in Israel, even in October, the sun is extremely hot, and we're talking about 30 something degrees Celsius, and we don't have a lot of water by this point. I was the only one that ran with a bottle of water, and so we're about to be dehydrated. Before thinking about terrorists that are going to possibly murder us, we might be dehydrated and just faint there flat on the fields, and God knows what would happen. So we need to think of a plan really, really quickly and find water first of all, even before we find rescue. So we see this farm about a kilometer from us, but we see a bunch of figures that have their face covered. So most of the foreign workers that are either Thai or most of them are not Israeli, but they cover their faces because of the scorching heat. So from far away, it looks exactly like what a terrorist would look like. We're talking about these covered faces, um, driving around in pickup trucks, which is exactly the videos that we got from online of how the terrorists look themselves. So we decide to go around into the greenhouses that are very, very close to the farm, but it's not the farm in themselves. Possibly we would find maybe a faucet or some water at the greenhouses. Once we make it to the greenhouses, it's twice the temperature inside the greenhouses than it is outside.
Right,
But
right.
at this point, at least we're not running. It's I wouldn't call it a shelter, but it is somewhere where we can sit for a moment, catch our breath. Whoever has battery on their phone, my phone was about to die, so it was turned off. Sending out all these messages, whether it's to our parents, there's a bunch of lists going around of who's injured, who's shot, who's, God forbid, murdered, locations of people. After about an hour of us sitting at the greenhouses, and to remind everyone the temperature is twice as hot, we realized that if we don't find water now, we're just going to dehydrate and faint there at the greenhouse.